My name is Campbell McDade Clay. I am 22 years old. I'm asking the Sharks for $10,000, and I'm offering you a 20% stake in me. I had someone ask me if I was named Campbell because that's what my mom ate when I was pregnant. Yeah, my brother's Progresso. Like, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? If you think of like classic pregnancy cravings, it's like pickles and ice cream or something like that. Who would do that to someone? You know? Or like my sister's named Neve, and I'm named Campbell. And there's an actress named Neve Campbell. And her name is not Neve, it's Neve. But people always call her Neve. And people would ask my mom, did you name your daughters after Neve Campbell? And I'm like, yeah, she named the first one after the last name, named the second one something totally unrelated, and then decided to circle back to the theme with the third kid and go with Neve. So that it's like Campbell, comma, Neve. It makes no sense. And people just don't think. For those of you unfamiliar with the Gaelic language, that name is spelled Niamh, because in Gaelic, any consonant next to the letter H makes a V sound. She had it the worst. One time, she had a gymnastics teacher who kind of panicked, and I think she knew the name in her heart of hearts, but got scared and called her Navel. And it's like, that's not even a name. And then she had a substitute when she was in third grade. This lady goes, oh, I can't pronounce this one. We're just going to have to call him Mr. Handsome. And because my sister's classmates were ruthless, they called her Mr. Handsome for the rest of the day. She was 8 years old, and that's the kind of stuff they were throwing at her, you know? You know, you talk to people who were alive in like the 60s, and they can tell you, like, I know exactly where I was when the news broke that JFK was shot. I know exactly where I was when I found out about One Direction. And I remember I was in Spanish class. We were all walking in for the beginning of the period. And somebody said, Zayn left One Direction, just because they saw it. And I said, no, he did not leave. He stepped out for 2 shows, and I was starting to explain it. And then the only other Directioner in the class, she turns to me, she goes, no, Campbell, he's gone. And I was like, what? She goes, he says he's leaving the group. She goes, I just saw it on Twitter. And I was like, oh my God, what? And it was really rough. But, you know, they pulled it together. They recorded an album, and, you know, I enjoy them. Actually, that's not true. I don't enjoy them all separately. I like them all as a band. I hate one of them as an individual. I feel bad for another. I'm impartial to one, and I love 2. You do the math. Gosh, it's so overwhelming to name everything that you love because you feel like, at least for me, when I was younger, I had a friend who kind of imposed into my brain the notion that if you love too many things, your love is diminished. And so I was really careful about who I said I love you to, and I didn't say it all the time, and I was very I rationed it like crazy because this person who meant a lot to me had said, I don't say it to everyone because I don't mean it. You know, if I say it to everyone, it means a lot less when I say it to you, right? And in my brain, I was like, I guess you're right. And then as I got older and I got to college and stuff, and I kind of just realized that I really unabashedly enjoyed the things that I really cared about. And I just kind of realized that I don't have to apologize for the things that I really care about, and that love is not a scarce resource. Like, just because I have more of it does not make it less valuable. And it took time to unlearn that because the person who kind of taught me that, it was a peer, not anyone in my family or anything, and not someone that I still talk to. But they really reinforced that for so many years. And now I'm like, yeah, I love doing embroidery, you know? I love CDs. I have all these, I have High School Musical, She's the Man, Mamma Mia, and My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and Barbie Swan Princess right here on DVD. I don't have a DVD player. I don't, but I have them because I love them. You know, I love having them there and knowing that if I ever come across a DVD player, I have something to put in it, you know? And I think that that's really cool and fun, but it's overwhelming to feel like, oh, I have to say it all, because then I'm like, what if I miss something, you know? But that's okay, because just because I said a bunch of things that I love doesn't mean that I don't love something else.